Alright guys, we have massive new info for Zenless Zone 0 in today's video, since we just got the official drip marketing for the 2.2 banner characters within the last few days. It is now confirmed that we're getting the S-Rank Orpheus and Seed. Now with brand new info and updates, we have the full kit details of these characters, so this video will mostly feature the kit details and W engine info for Seed, a new mecha girl type character, incoming for the first phase of the 2.2 version update. Let's see what Seed is all about in this video, and also if you guys enjoy the kit breakdowns, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and put those notifications on. A ton of info about the 2.2 update should be coming out very soon, and I got you guys covered right away with 24/7 updates. But for now, let's see what Seed and her W engine is all about in this video. Alright, so to give you guys a quick brief description of Seed's kit, we have a TLDR here. So her core passive, she has a mechanic called Overheat. That is what she charges during combat, like with a gauge. Starts with 120 points, max 150. And we also have a partner mechanic, which is the team member that is not Seed with the highest attack will be considered as a partner. So basically the main DPS on your team with the most attack will be considered the partner to gain buffs. Here it says that she gains Overheat, that is 50% of energy consumed by the partner. Her core passive also increases the damage of a move called Overload Punch by 50% damage, and the res ignore of this punch by 20%. The core passive also increases Seed attack and crit damage by 25% of the partner's attack and crit damage to a max of 750 attack and 50% crit damage. So pretty interesting. The buff that she gets is based off the partner, so whoever has the highest attack on your team, you definitely want them to have a lot of crit damage as well to fulfill that 50% crit damage and enough attack to get that 750 attack to Seed. So pretty interesting, but if you do fulfill these requirements, then the buffs are pretty insane. Now for what the additional ability provides, it restores 2.5 energy to partner every 1 second. So whoever has the highest attack and is Seed's partner will be gaining passive energy every 1 second and increases partner EX special damage by 30%. So in a way, from what we saw from the core passive and the additional ability, Seed and her partner will be providing different buffs and effects to each other. Now we have what her basic attack does. So her normal basic attack, normal for attack strings. From what is seen from the gameplay, she attacks on a scooter from her base attack, which is pretty interesting, pretty funny. Then she has the Mecha Punch. She basically summons the mech and right into battle. If Seed has 120 plus Overheat, can launch an attack. Can also launch Mecha Punch after 4 basic attack and EX special attack. And then we have something called Mecha Combo, consume 80 heat to launch 2 attacks after Mecha Punch. But from what is said here, they think that it'll be 40 heat instead of 80. Then we have another move called Mecha Assault, part of the basic attack. When Seed is off field, launch an aftershock every 5 seconds. Now we have the special, EX special flight mode, hold special to enter flight mode, consume energy over time and attack, and then after consuming 40 energy, automatically connects to Mecha Punch. So the TLDR of her kit here looking pretty good. Now of course we don't have all the multipliers and the full kit info, but still overall she's looking pretty good, especially with the partner mechanic. She provides amazing buff to herself, and with the additional ability, she provides passive energy regen and buffs to whoever has the highest attack, which would most likely be your main DPS. Now I did find some clarification on Seed partner buff. Here it says Seed currently gains up to 1080 attack and 70% crit damage based on the partner's final stats during combat. As a result, extra attack or crit damage buffs given to the partner agent will also increase the buff granted to Seed by her core passive if not already maxed out. So pretty good. So additional attack or crit damage that your partner gains into battle will also count towards Seed's buff. It seems that it's higher than before, as it is now 1080 attack and 70% crit damage. So now Seed looking even better. And one thing they did pretty fast is some brand new hotfixes, and at the same time this provides us more info on the multipliers. So here's what her full core passive is going to look like, called Ace Mecha. Seed's teammate with the highest attack power is regarded as the partner. Seed can get 30% of the partner's attack power and 45% crit damage. the maximum increase in attack is no longer more than 1080 points, and maximum crit damage, we saw this 75%. They buffed it. It was previously 15%, that was quite low. Now it's 70%, so a lot better. When partner is consuming energy, every 1 point of energy consumed can be restored 0.5 points of energy for Seed. And then we have Seed Mecha Punch and Overcharge punches. Instead of dealing 25% damage, 20% damage, and ignores 30% of enemy damage res, so kind of balance it out. Then we have the additional ability changes. This is her full additional ability. When there are other attack characters in a team, Seed deals damage as the active character. She restores 2 points of energy to the partner, which can be triggered at most once per second. And the damage caused by EX special attack or partner is increased by 10% instead of 30%. And for those wondering what are the stat requirements on Seed's partner, here it says that the Seed's partner will require 3600 attack and 200% crit damage. Now that is only if you want a maximum of 1080 attack points and 70 crit damage to Seed from the core passive. So yeah, Seed looking pretty insane. To me, she looks like she'll be pretty good with Orpheus, because Orpheus, if you didn't know, we did a full kit breakdown on Orpheus. She is all about gaining energy as fast as possible, and with the partner mechanic, Seed is able to feed Orpheus some passive energy. So with that, Seed will be for sure Orpheus' best in slot partner. Alright, so now I'm finishing the video off with Seed's signature weapon. Base attack 713, crit rate 24%. Seeing being a new attack type character, will of course have a attack engine. And now for the effect here, pretty long effect, let's see what it does. Crit damage is decreased by 35%. When the wearer deals damage with basic attack, EX special attack, they can gain 1 stack of an enhancement effect, respectively. Each stack increases the electric damage dealt by the wearer by 12%, stacking up to 2 layers, lasting for 30 seconds. Each layer duration is calculated independently, triggering at most once within the same move. When having 2 stacks of enhancement effect, the wearer's basic attack and ultimate ignores 20% of the enemy's defense when dealing damage. Defense shred always pretty crazy to have, and overall, amazing stats on Seed's signature. 24% crit rate main stat, 45% crit damage, another 12% damage, and 20% defense shred for the basic attack and ultimate, which is most of her damage, as we saw from the kit breakdown. So pretty insane kit. You guys let me know down below, are you guys excited for Seed or even Orpheus, as we finally have the official drip marketing after it being delayed for a whole week. So pretty exciting news. Let me know down below what are your plans going into the next few updates. For me, for sure, pulling on Seed, she looks pretty cracked, and overall, I'm just a big fan of mecha type characters, so that's a must pull for me. And if you guys also enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, put those notifications on. We should be getting a lot more news by next week, so stay tuned for that. But for now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.